Shalom. I want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rakak Wadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone, rule well, peace and salutations to the elect, and much respect to the brothers pushing this word forward into the earth. And shalom to you few sincere sisters out there as well. It's Brother Ariyah. And this is crazy right here, man. As Kill Him, a group of 5th grade girls plotted to murder a boy who cheated by luring him into a bathroom and planting a fake suicide note. And this just shows you the state that this world is in, let alone, just Babylon the Great, but this world period, man. For little girls to plot on a little boy because he was probably, talking to another little girl or whatever. 5th grade, I mean, come on, man. They ain't doing much. Even though, this generation is far more advanced than we was. When we was kids, we was just, as little boys, we was just running around pinching asses, like, in 5th grade, And, man, fast forward to now, this boy was almost killed by a group of young girls, man. It says police in Arizona say a group of 5th grade girls plotted to murder a boy after luring him into a bathroom. The shocking plan to stab the fellow student to death was concocted during lunch and recess in October 2024, according to police. Okay, and it shows you, they little kids, man. They ain't thinking about the blood splatter or nothing. They just, it's crazy. It says one girl was to provide the murder weapon, a knife. One was to forge a suicide note to make it seem like the boy killed himself. One was to stand guard as a lookout. And one was to deliver the blows. Oh, damn, so they had this set up for real. Just end him was the goal, according to the police report, apparently referencing the girl's admissions. Kill him, kill him. This is crazy. Yeah, man. So this is showing you, man, the state that this world is in right now, man. Little girls wanted to kill, stab him up, devised the whole plan, had a lookout, had a backstory, with him killing himself. With the note. This is crazy right here, man. But yeah, the love of many is waxing cold, man.
Each other all the time, y'all see? Y'all want to argue and fight each other, but look at this shit. Look at this shit. Be careful. Oh, he ain't gonna touch me. Oh, he ain't crazy. He touched me, I'm gonna touch everybody out here. Y'all see this shit? You beat crazy with crazy. Y'all see this shit? While y'all arguing and fight each other, this what the fuck going on around here. Come here, man, come here.
Yeah, learn some black history.
Man, shut your pussy ass up.
Learn some black history. Remember how they fought with our enemy.
Y'all see this shit?
The most of them fought with our enemy against our independence.
Y'all see this?
Side with the tyrants and the oppressors.
Come here.
Learn some history, son.
Y'all see this shit? This look, 5,000 blacks fought for America while 20,000 fought against America, whatever. They today is for whites. Jews undermine independence. Y'all see this shit? Come here. Y'all see this shit?
We never forgot.
Y'all see this shit?
Got in bed with America.
But y'all know what's crazy? If there's a bunch of black people out here doing this, a peaceful protest, y'all will be all over this shit. Y'all, come on. Let me show y'all this shit.
Now accuse the cops of being racist. Go through your typical black spill.
Shut your bitch ass up.
Go through your typical black spill.
Look, when the police leave, I'm gonna come back and I'm gonna beat his ass. Come here. Y'all see this? Look at this shit. I don't give you want Middle Bird to go back to his former name, Whitesville. Like, what the fuck is this shit? Man, I don't know why you walking up on me like this.
No.
Yeah, because y'all should have been wrapped this up. Now, if I come out here and act the ass, what y'all gonna do? Y'all gonna lock me up, right? But y'all need to wrap this shit up before I cut the fuck up. Y'all, come on. Y'all see this shit? Look. That's what I tell y'all. You see this? Shit,
That breaking news coming out of St. Joe County. The prosecutor's office announcing charges against a South Bend mom. It's related to a story we broke a couple weeks ago. This is 27-year-old Jasmine White. She's accused of neglect after allegedly driving over her 8-year-old daughter back on August 29th at the entrance of Cedar Glen Apartments in South Bend. What I just told you is based on what the prosecutor's office is telling us. The charging paperwork explaining how the girl's foot got caught under the rear tire of White's car as it was moving, pulling her to the ground, causing some severe head injuries, including skull fractures. It also caused the 8-year-old to lose 5 teeth. Witnesses say the girl and her siblings were running alongside White's car as part of a game. A video allegedly shows White speeding off while the 8-year-old was hanging on the front passenger door handle. White is due in court this upcoming Monday. We'll keep you posted on what happens.
Charged with murder in a gruesome and really shocking crime. Police say he told them he shot his girlfriend and then buried her in the backyard. WDSU reporter Jasmine Franklin is live on Marigny Street where all of this happened, Jasmine. And you also have a look with what we're learning tonight from neighbors right there.
Yeah, Elizabeth, neighbors tell me they are feeling shocked and devastated after learning a woman was allegedly killed by her boyfriend here. NOPD says human remains were found in the backyard of this home on Marigny Street. On Saturday, police discovered human remains during a search after the victim's boyfriend admitted to shooting his girlfriend, according to NOPD. Family members identifying the victim as 24-year-old Essence Peters. Police responded to the scene Saturday evening around 5 p.m. Now, when officers arrived, they say a man who claims to be Essence's boyfriend admitted to shooting his girlfriend and burying her in the backyard. Police arrested 24-year-old Benjamin Camp. He is facing a second-degree murder charge. Neighbors telling me they are heartbroken to hear about the tragic loss.
It was shocking to learn about. I wasn't home when it happened, but I was home when I guess it was discovered, and you just never know what's going on a couple of houses down from you. And I feel so terribly for the woman and the family, and it seems like just a horror movie or like a true crime plot because of just how scary it is to bury someone in your backyard.
And tonight, the suspect, 24-year-old Benjamin Camp, remains in custody at the Orleans Justice Center. Reporting live in New Orleans, I'm Jasmine Franklin, WDSU News.
Well, right.
The 36-year-old woman shot dead in the middle of Prospect Heights last night has been identified. Thanks for being with us here on News 12 Brooklyn. I'm Amanda Bossard. Let's get right to News 12's Valerie Ryan. She spoke with the victim's family and shares the moments that led up to that woman's death. Valerie.
Amanda, disturbing details tonight. Now, we know the victim's name is Tamika Powell. She was shot and killed in the middle of the street here last night. Her loved ones say all because of an argument. And tonight, that 36-year-old, the family of the 36-year-old is not only grieving, but she leaves behind 2 young daughters.
One person's reckless behavior.
Norma Campbell, Tamika's mother, remembering her daughter as a free spirit.
She did whatever she wanted to do with no apologies, no regrets. But she had a big heart, a big loving heart.
Campbell says her daughter went to a barbecue up the street from their home last night. That's where an argument sparked, and after her daughter left the party, she was followed.
The guy went into his apartment, came back out with a mask. He put on the mask and left in the direction that Tamika left.
Local residents say it was on the corner of Carlton Avenue and Pacific Street, where the masked suspect and Tamika exchanged a few words. And as Tamika began to walk away, the suspect shot her once in the head.
Around 10:30, there was a gunshot, and my wife and I went outside and saw that there had been a murder.
Video from last night's scene shows Tamika's body covered in a white, bloody sheet. Tamika took her last breaths just 2 blocks from where she lived.
If you were bold enough to take a life and come forward, whatever the confrontation may have been, it didn't get to this level.
At this time, no arrests have been made and the investigation is ongoing. Reporting from Prospect Heights, Valerie Ryan, News 12, Brooklyn.
Thousands packed the streets near the Stonewall Inn to celebrate Pride. A streak of violence emerged. We now learn 2 people were shot, another stabbed. All the injured are teenage girls. Now investigators want to know how it all started and who's responsible. Let's get to Eyewitness News reporter Stefan Kim joining us live in Greenwich Village with Stefan.
Well, Pedro, this story has taken a few unusual twists and turns, and it's a little complicated and hard to follow, but here's what we knew as of this morning. 2 teenage girls were shot, one in her head, one in her left ankle, and it was just around the corner from Stonewall Inn. Of course, yesterday was the big Pride Parade celebration here in the city. What we're learning now is that the 16-year-old girl who was shot in her head, who was in critical condition, the good news is she is now stable, but detectives now believe she, along with a male accomplice, opened fire into a crowd of people here, and that she shot and struck that 17-year-old girl in her left ankle. That victim was an innocent bystander and will be okay. Meanwhile, investigators believe the 16-year-old may have been accidentally shot in her head by her male accomplice. Police are still searching for him. He's described as a black male wearing a black ski mask who fled on foot westbound towards Sheridan Square. As for the weapon and ballistics recovered here at the scene, they likely belong to the 16-year-old girl. And this is also new. As you mentioned, sometime after the shooting, which was around 10:15 last night, cops say another 17-year-old girl walked into Bellevue Hospital, stabbed in her stomach. She is in stable condition, but is extremely uncooperative with detectives, only saying she was here last night. Unclear at this hour if her injuries are somehow connected to this shooting. We also have some new video to show you taken by a witness to all of this mayhem last night. This witness says it was chaos with multiple fights here breaking out and teenagers spilling out onto the pier. You can see this area was still packed with people celebrating after the Pride March yesterday. And if you take a look behind me at 3 Sheridan Square, it appears a bullet has struck that building last night. Police, meanwhile, are still looking for a motive, what this dispute was all about, and there have been no arrests made at this hour. Reporting live in the Village, Stefan Kim, Channel 7, Eyewitness News.
A now former Providence police officer is facing several drug charges after Pawtucket police say she was arrested in a narcotics bust this morning.
Kate Wilkinson joins us now live in studio with new details we just learned from police.
Yeah, Pawtucket police say it was a months-long investigation that led to the arrest of 25-year-old Destiny Vieira. Among the multiple drug charges she faces, she's accused of selling or manufacturing in the area of a school.
Just last September, Destiny Vieira took an oath to protect the city of Providence. Now Pawtucket police say she has been charged in a narcotics investigation.
Based on the seriousness of the allegations and the standards that we uphold in the Providence Police Department, this individual will not be retained by the Providence Police.
Providence Police Chief Colonel Oscar Perez says because Vieira has been on the force for less than a year, she was only a probationary officer. According to the city of Providence, her salary at the time of her arrest was around $73,000.
So when you see a young person that had the opportunity of a lifetime to make a difference, and unfortunately, you know, because of certain judgments that they make, it taints the work.
Pawtucket police say Vieira was arrested in the early hours of this morning alongside 24-year-old Jalen Lopez of Pawtucket. Both are facing multiple drug dealing and manufacturing charges. Among the accusations, that this was happening in or around a school. Pawtucket police did not immediately provide where the drug bust occurred.
It's upsetting, but I'll tell you that it does not define the dedicated work of the men and women of the Providence Police Department.
Both suspects are scheduled to be arraigned by a bail commissioner tomorrow. Live in the studio, Kate Wilkinson, 12 News.
Grieving tonight after they say a young woman was beaten by her supervisor after showing up for work at a Hollywood convenience store last week. Jessica McLaughlin walked into work at 7-Eleven in Hollywood and was assaulted. Tonight, she's on life support at the hospital.
Her family is searching for answers in what they're calling a senseless and baseless attack as police search for her attacker. KTLA's Mary Beth McDade joins us live in Hollywood with details on this tragedy and reaction from the family. MB.
Yeah, and John, her family says that she has a big heart, loves children, and always puts family first. And now her family is preparing to say their final goodbyes on Wednesday when they take her off life support.
She's probably one of the best family members ever.
Clancy McLaughlin fights back tears as he talks about his 24-year-old daughter, Jessica, who loves children and helping others.
I used to call her my green-haired warrior because she would take homeless people food. She would take clothes to people.
He tells us Jessica's assistant manager at a Hollywood 7-Eleven, Valeria Parra, brutally beat Jessica at work last week.
Her heart stopped, so she couldn't breathe. She lost all oxygen to her brain for over 10 minutes, and she basically is declared brain dead now.
Clancy says the assistant manager would bully his daughter at work. And then last Tuesday, as his daughter was getting ready to leave work for the day, Valeria attacked his petite daughter.
She physically grabbed her by her hair, was swinging her around, threw her on the ground, and she sat on top of her chest while she was physically assaulting her.
When a coworker tried to help, Clancy says Valeria then went after the coworker.
And at that time, Jessica got up and she said, call 911, I can't breathe, and then she collapsed. And at that point, I understand that the assistant manager hit her one more time.
Valeria apparently then fled.
But even before that, she was trying to go back into the back office and try to delete the video of the attack.
Police tell us they responded to the scene and are continuing to search for the attacker. Meantime, the family is preparing to say their final goodbyes on Wednesday when they take Jessica off life support.
We're going to try to get everybody that we can inside the hospital where they could come at least say their last goodbyes before.
And if you know where Valeria is, you are urged to contact police. Now, a GoFundMe page has been set up to help out with Jessica's funeral costs, and you can find a link to that GoFundMe page on our website, KTLA.com. For now, reporting live here in Hollywood, Mary Beth McDade. Send it back to you guys in the studio.
Police have arrested a man wanted in connection to a deadly shooting that took the life of a Bronx father last month. Pedro Cruz from Mott Haven is facing murder, manslaughter, and criminal possession of weapons charges. Surveillance video shows the victim, Victor Bautista, dressed in black, engaging in conversation with the man in a green construction vest believed to be Cruz. Bautista threw a punch that's returned with gunfire. The victim's family says the video does not show the full picture of what unfolded and that Cruz was known to terrorize and cause problems in the neighborhood. Family members say Cruz was lying in wait on the sidewalk moments before firing the deadly shot. This happened on June 17th, just before 8 in the morning on Trinity Avenue near East 149th Street. Bautista was a father of 2 children. He worked as a driver for a construction company and described as a family man who gave back to his community. Once again, Pedro Cruz is facing murder charge, manslaughter, and weapons charges. His motive in all this is still being investigated by authorities.